You are smart. You are driven. And you are ambitious. But here is the catch. Your intelligence makes you overthink every decision. Your drive often gets diverted into endless preparation. And your ambition keeps you focused on future plans instead of present. But what if I told you there is just one mistake, just one, that's silently wasting all your efforts? A mistake so subtle, even the sharpest minds overlook it. Yet so powerful, it's the reason many fall behind in life, in their careers and in their relationships. And here is the kicker. It's not about working harder or being more intelligent or even knowing the right people. This one mistake is the hidden thread, pulling apart all your progress. And today we are going to unravel it together. Why intelligence often works against you and how to flip the script so you can finally make progress where it matters most. Stick with us, and by the end you will not only understand what's been holding you back, but walk away with practical strategies to break free and start winning right now. Have you ever felt stuck, like you are doing all the right things, taking courses, attending workshops, building connections, but nothing seems to move the needle? It's frustrating, isn't it? You wonder, what am I missing? Why only me? Why does it feel like I'm running in place while others are sprinting ahead? But here is the truth. It's not your intelligence, your effort, or your ability to learn. The problem lies in something much simpler but far more dangerous. Overplanning and under-executing. See, I get it. You may already know that overplanning and under-executing is unproductive. But this is not what you think. Here is the shocking part. The smarter you are, the harder you fall for it. Why? Simply because your intelligence fools you into thinking that endless preparation is progress and eventually turns into a comforting illusion. You still do it unconsciously, convincing yourself it's a preparation when it's really a hesitation dressed in disguise. It's not that you don't act because you don't know. It's that your brain defaults to the comfort of planning because action feels risky. Yes, overplanning, it's the silent killer of momentum, and ironically, it's most common among the smartest people. Why? Simply because the smarter you are, the more you think. And the more you think, the more you plan, and less you do. Just think about it. Planning feels productive, doesn't it? It gives you a sense of control, like you are preparing for success. But here is the paradox. Too much planning leads to paralysis. In a study by McKinsey, inefficient decision-making processes, often fueled by over-analysis, cost companies billions annually. Now imagine what's costing you personally. The mistaken planning for progress. Writing down your goals, mapping out your next steps, even setting deadlines. These are all useful, but without action, they are just mental gymnastics. But why do smart people fall into this trap so easily? It's not just a bad habit, it's wired into how we think. Here is the irony. The smarter you are, the more likely you are to overthink. Why? Because intelligence often comes with a strong ability to foresee potential problems. But this ability can backfire. Instead of acting, you are stuck imagining every possible outcome, every potential roadblock. You plan for the worst, but in doing so, you miss the best opportunities. Research shows that anxiety, which is heightened by overthinking, impairs decision-making and motivation. Smart people, trapped by their own foresight, become victims of their intelligence. So, how do we break free from this cycle? and regain control of your actions? The answer lies in embracing a principle that's counterintuitive yet incredibly effective. The secret: stop aiming for perfection, start aiming for progress. Perfectionism is the enemy of execution. It's what makes you tweak that presentation for hours or research endlessly before starting a project. While you are perfecting, someone else is executing imperfectly but effectively. According to a Harvard Business Review study, leaders who prioritize action over perfection are not only more productive but also more respected and trusted by their teams. Imperfect action doesn't mean fearless action. It means starting before you feel ready, taking calculated risks, and learning as you go. But what if you are afraid of failing? How do you handle the fear of making mistakes or looking foolish? Here is a truth that can change your life. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone to it. In Silicon Valley, they have a mantra: fail fast, fail often. Why? Because every failure teaches you something invaluable that planning never could. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the mindset you need to adopt. Failure isn't fatal, embrace feedback. It's the blueprint for your next breakthrough. And once you have embraced this mindset, there is one more step to ensure you stay on track and never fall into the overplanning trap again. The final key is momentum. Once you start, don't stop. Build habits that keep you moving forward. Set daily or weekly action goals. Not plans, but actions. For example, instead of planning to write a book, commit to writing 500 words a day. Atomic Habits author James Clear emphasizes the importance of small, consistent actions. He says, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Momentum creates confidence, and confidence fuels more momentum. Before you know it, you are no longer planning success. You are living it. So here is your challenge. Stop over-planning. Start acting. Recognize that your intelligence is a gift, but don't let it trap you in a cycle of overthinking. Take one imperfect action today. Just one. Write that email. Make that call. Launch that project, because the only mistake that leaves even smart people behind is failing to act. And if this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's stop planning our lives and start building them together.